MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season? 0-9.
Yeah.
All the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
He still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Second down, Cousins. He finds an opening past the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This nigga defense.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's hauled in by Dodson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
In motion, the tight end Reed. From the red zone now, Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. In motion, the tight end Reed. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They run with it. It's Kelly, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
All day, baby.
Rob Kelly taking it in.
Let's get these motherfucking Chinese carryouts out that black neighborhoods. That's what we need to do.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
I don't know if they all selling rats, cats, dogs, and birds, but after watching that video
Here's Hopkins now out
of that Chinese lady picking up them birds and seeing her mug shot, and they saying she sold birds on the street, from the street, chicken dumplings. Woo!
At the 23-yard line.
She was getting everybody, black, white. She was getting all non-Asians and Japanese people.
It was a weird year, though.
That's fucked up.
The weird middle and then the strong end.
And every team in the NFL documents their season with a year-end, video, movie about the season. This is going to be a tale of 3 seasons for the Kansas Kansas City Chiefs, isn't it?
Yeah.
How about the start? Remember opening night in Foxborough, beating the defending Super Bowl champs? I mean, they went on the road and took out the Patriots with Tom Brady, and that got them up to a 5-0 start. And then they hit the middle section.
Yeah, that 1-6 stretch.
I mean, that was a tough one. It was hard to believe because we watched it unfold, but we kept saying, they'll get it back together. And they did. Down the stretch, 4-0, winning by almost an average of 12 points per game that propelled them to the AFC West title.
To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL.
Real talk, man.
They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way.
These motherfuckers up out of this shit.
So, congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
34 yards there and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. Third and short yardage. Cousins. And it's caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Now receiver in motion left. And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Rob Kelly with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their...
Good guy, homie.
And it is now 21-0.
Better luck next year, next month.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
One of my duties while in the Air Force was to psychologically evaluate those military personnel for fitness for duty, particularly if they worked around nuclear weaponry. There's one young man I'll never forget who came to me with strong depression, suicidal thoughts, was hearing voices to kill himself and other people. When I asked him what he did, he said his job was loading nuclear warheads on Air Force bombers. You can imagine my concern with that, and not only did I get him safely psychiatrically hospitalized, but he also took away his nuclear clearance to be around nuclear weapons. The military clearly lays out the psychological standards for those personnel around nuclear weapons. Department of Defense Directive 5210.42 says that only those military personnel with the highest degree of trustworthiness, reliability, conduct, and behavior should be allowed to work in the. Now, what if we apply those same psychological standards to the presidency? And what if President Trump were instead Airman Trump? And what if Airman Trump was assigned to the same military base I was at? Would I feel comfortable allowing Airman Trump to be around nuclear weapons? Now, also suppose that Airman Trump was involved in cyberbullying on Twitter. He had times of sexually abusive behavior towards women, that he was prone to erratic emotional states. He had paranoia about being surveilled by others or persecuted unjustly, and that he had a long history of making highly distorted, if not frankly untruthful statements. Would I feel comfortable allowing Airman Trump to be around nuclear weapons? My answer to that was absolutely not without further psychological evaluation. That brings us to the great irony that the entire nuclear chain of command, from the airmen and the missile silos to the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, are all held to the highest degree of psychological stability and standards, except one person, the President of the United States, the very person who has his finger on nuclear buttons.
Wow. Wow, that's some real shit right there. The white people don't want to hear that shit, though. The Trump supporters don't want to hear that bullshit. That's some real shit.
Paid to see Save the Day. Tony, this is? It's Rhodes. Sorry, hello? And let's be real, they're not really the hero when all is said and done.
Nice work, guys. Excellent. Good team effort all around. Go us.
I think
Ball's incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second and 10, Smith again. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Following the interception, Cousins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Thompson, and some room to work. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
And some room to roam now. Dancing away at the 35. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his second touchdown of the...
Bye-bye. Good game, homie.